two projectiles, the topic would be relative motion of two projectiles. Say for example, I have two projectiles. One is like this, and the other one was fired. It went here and it also came back. Right? The two projectiles have been fired at a velocity u1 such that the angle was theta1, and the other one was fired with velocity u2 such that the angle was theta2. They are not complementary angles. Velocities are also not same, so don't treat it as complementary case. Fine. The question is, if instead of these two projectiles, one was Arham, okay, and the other one was what is your name? Huh? AJ, I, and Ajwin. Ajwin, his name is Ajwin, by the way. So, Arham तो लग रहा है ना प्रोजेक्टाइल, मतलब प्रोजेक्टाइल या बहुत सारी एनर्जी कंसंट्रेशन, लेकिन अजविन ने इसे ऑब्जर्व करना शुरू कर दिया. Now what is Ajwin doing is he is observing the motion of Arham while he is on the projectile, on the trajectory. तुम लोग हंस क्यों रहे हो? समझ लो इस बात को, कभी भूलेगा ही नहीं. अब अरहाम तो किसी और को ऑब्जर्व कर रहे ना दे, सिर्फ खुद भी ऑब्जर्व कर रहा है. किसे? इस बंदे को. यार तू कहां देख रहा है? मैं भी तो वहीं देख रहा हूं. This guy is looking at him, he is looking at him. So both of them are looking at each other. Is that fine? Projectile, bro, there is nothing else. Come on. See what is happening. Individually, दोनों टेढ़े हैं, both are deviated. Is it? But look at the miracle. This guy is looking at him, observing the motion of Ajwin, and Ajwin is also observing the motion of Arham while he is on the path. So what will happen? Ajwin will go like this and come back. So for any person on the ground, say what is the name? Huh? Adrian. For Adrian, both of them are projectilic, parabolic, right? So दोनों टेढ़े हैं. But when Ajwin is observing Arham or Arham is observing Ajwin, what will happen? How do they observe each other's motion? Right? So see what is happening. For Adrian, let us see for a person, Adrian, who is on the ground, for him what is happening? Let us see. After time t, for example, both the projectiles will be at some positions, right? Say for example, this guy is here and this person is here. Okay, this is point P, and for him this is point Q. Okay, is that okay? So for Q, very important, there will be coordinates, say x1 comma y1, and for P the coordinates would be x2 comma y1, isn't it? They can be same, they can be different. I'm taking them different because I don't know what exactly they will be. So I'm saying point P is somewhere here, but same time has elapsed for both of them. Both of them are into projectile motion simultaneously. Is that fine? So for Adrian, he observes that x1, the distance traveled by the first particle, okay, that is Arham, in the horizontal direction will be velocity in the horizontal direction, which will be u1 cosine of theta1 times the time. Isn't it? Isn't it? Velocity into time will be distance, right? That will be the distance covered in the horizontal direction by x. What about the position or the y1 ordinate of q? Yes. Will it be initial velocity, which was u1 sine of theta1 times t, that is ut, but minus half of gt1 square, not t1 because time is same. So will it be gt square? Because in the vertical direction there is acceleration, correct? So this term has to be included. Is there any doubt? No problem. This is for the first. For the second person, Adrian writes the equations. X2, not good. X2 is equal to, yes, is it u2 cosine of theta 2 times the same time? And is y2 equal to u2 sine of theta 2 times the time minus half of again gt squared? Isn't it? See, very important. For Adrian, both are parabolic. दोनों टेढ़े हैं. But individually, this guy, while observing the other person, will observe it with something called as relative motion. Isn't it? So, what will be the displacement of Ajmin with respect to Arham? Will it be x21? Yes or no? The horizontal distance covered by Ajmin with respect to Arham, that means Arham is observing. Okay? Arham is observing Ajmin. For Arham, Ajmin has not traveled x2. He has traveled some other distance, that is x21, the relative distance in x. Is that clear? So that would be given by x2 minus x1, isn't it? Yes or no? So can I write this as, what is x2 minus x1? u2 cos of theta 2 minus u1 cos of, isn't it? So can I write a u2 cos of theta 2 minus u1 cos of theta 1 times the time? Yes or no? Yes or no? What about the vertical distance covered by Ajmin with respect to Arham? So that is actually only this much, isn't it? For Arham, Ajmin is not at y2. He is at y2 minus y1, right? So let us try to find out y2 minus y1. How much is that? Yes, y2 minus y1 would be, you have to write this and then subtract this from it. So will this be cancelled? So will it be u2 sine of theta 2? u2 sine of theta 2 minus u1 sine of, yes, times the time also? Yes or no? Yes or no? Can you tell me what will be y21 by x21? y21 by x21? Yes? Will it be this upon this? So if I write it down, where can I write it down? Just wait. I'll try to place it here. Then use this hand. Then try to squeeze it here. क्या बस ठीक है इतना काफी. Okay, what is y21 by x21? Yes, is it? Yes, write it down. u2 sine of, yes, theta 2 minus u1 sine of upon, yes, u2 cos of minus u1 cos of, isn't it? Because t and t would get cancelled, right? Now, what is u2? Initial velocity of Ajmin. What is u1? Initial velocity of, what is theta 1 and theta 2? Initial angles of projection. Are all of them constant? Isn't it? So will the ratio again be a constant? So what are you seeing? y21 by x21 is nothing but a, isn't it? So that means y21 is equal to some constant times x21. What is this equation? This is the equation of a straight line. Y is equal to mx. है ना? समझ लो क्या हो रहा है? Individually, अपनी अपनी जगह, both of them are wrong. Real life example. But once they start to observe each other, everything feels perfect, straight line. Do you get it or not? So bodies were in projectile, but once they start to observe, their relative motion is not projectile. It is a. Is it clear? यही होता है. You neglect the red flags, and because only the green flags are visible. Why observing? Hence, prove copy. Physics जिंदगी में क्या करें? हर जगह खेल करो. Any doubt? अगर इसमें भी doubt होगा फिर क्या ही करोगे? हाँ? So I'll stop here. I have to mark your attendance as well. Thank you so much, guys. How was it?